The growl behind the curtain. It was my first time ever flying. I was nervous, but excited. My friend Jose had invited me to Mexico City, a trip I'll never forget, for all the wrong reasons. The first night we went out to eat, drink, and party. I was drunk, happy, and clueless that something was already there, watching me. The room we stayed in didn't even have a real door, just a blanket hanging in the doorway. I laughed about it, called it local style. But I didn't realize that blanket was the only thing between me and it. The next day we went to El Zócalo and La Basilica de Guadalupe. It was one of the best days of my life. But that second night, everything changed. I was lying in bed, sober this time, scrolling through my phone while Jose snored in the next room. Then I heard a loud thud, right outside my blanket door. Then came the growl, deep, wet, heavy, but there were no footsteps. It didn't walk. It floated, back and forth, right in front of my room. I hid under my blanket, too scared to breathe. It stayed there for what felt like forever. When it finally went quiet, I just stared at that blanket until sunrise. The third night, it happened again. A crash, and that same horrible growl. Still no footsteps. Whatever it wasn't human. The next morning I asked Jose if his house was haunted. He froze, then said, "Yeah, but it usually leaves guests alone." He told me his family had heard and seen things there for years, but he didn't think it would bother us. I didn't know the city. I couldn't just leave. So I told myself, only a few more days. I can make it through. Jose left early that morning to buy food. I didn't know. I'd fallen asleep around 7 a.m. after being terrified all night. When I woke up, the house was empty. The house was strange. A basement garage. Then the first floor, the kitchen and dining room on the second, and the bedrooms on the third. I went down to the second floor to wait for Jose. Around 11 a.m., the lights went out. Everything, the power, the noise, even my phone signal. But through the window, I could still see the neighbors' lights. The blackout was only inside the house. When I told Jose later, he confirmed it. No one else lost power. The same sound, that heavy thud. But this